Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Shannon. If you have not been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. You guys know the drill with that. So today's video is going to be kind of a video I thought up in the last few days, and I thought it would be a fun video to do. I did try to take it down to like the top 3 products because I do tend to talk a lot. So I'm going to talk about 3 products that I think were released that I think should have been better. And these are products that you will really come to your mind when you think about that. So it's not just random products, it's actual products that there's kind of a reason behind why I think they should have been better. So if you guys think that would be interesting and you kind of want to hear my thoughts on those products, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so we're going to hop right into the video. So the first product I'm going to talk about is probably no surprise. That product is the Subculture palette. Mine's probably looking a little jankety even though I barely use this palette. So that is the Subculture. This is of course by Anastasia of Beverly Hills if you don't know that. Now, I'm going to get right into why I think this product should have been much better than it is. This was announced, and it was kind of announced as the sister palette to the Modern Renaissance. If you are into makeup, then you know about the Modern Renaissance, and you know that it's a really highly talked about palette. It's a really amazing palette. I own that as well. And that one blends so easily. If you are someone that has to get up and get ready quickly and you want to do a pretty eye look, that's one of those palettes that's like in almost everyone's collection, and it's something that you will go for because it's so easy to blend out. These shadows are amazing quality. So of course when Anastasia announced the Subculture palette and showed the colors, everyone was super excited, including myself. I actually really like the layout of this palette. I know some people criticize that, but I love the layout of this palette. I love the colors. I like the packaging, similar to the Modern Renaissance. It does get dirty, but it's kind of their thing, so I do really like it. I was excited to get it. Now, I did do a full review on this. I'll throw that up in the eye for you guys with the cards if you guys want to check it out. I did not hate this palette as much as everyone else. I actually gave the palette a pretty good review, but I was honest about the bad parts of this palette, and the more I used it, I have to be honest, the less I have grabbed for this palette. So I'll show you the inside. So it does come with a brush. I'm just going to go ahead and take that out so it doesn't get in the way. So same packaging as a normal Anastasia palette. It has the mirror. So that is what these shades look like. So it's a beautiful variety of shades. I love the yellow and the green tones. I love the shimmer shades. I love the teals. It's just a really pretty palette, but unfortunately, a lot of the deeper shades in this palette just don't perform well at all. They're really hard to blend out on the eye. When you lay them down, they might look super pigmented, and they are, but as soon as you start to work them into your crease or blend, some of them kind of fall off or they kind of blend into each other. They become muddy. I do like it, and I've played with it in the color. Like if you can get a look to work, it does look really beautiful. It's so hard to work with that if you're someone that's not used to wearing eyeshadow or playing with makeup, this is going to really overwhelm you, and you're probably going to just think that you suck, but trust me, you don't. This is just a totally different formula than the Modern Renaissance. Once people did start complaining, I know they said they were pressed differently, that they were more of a pressed pigment, but that really should have been told to people before buying, like it was put out before people went out and bought it, because I think it would have deterred some people and actually made people watch some reviews before they purchased it. I know I probably would have. So I think the marketing on this was kind of poor on Anastasia's part, and that's kind of the main reason I think this really should have been better, because it was supposed to be the sister to the Modern Renaissance. So I know you can't use the exact same formula on shadows, especially these are a lot different tones than the Modern Renaissance, but you can use something similar that'll perform similar. So I'm not sure what she was thinking with this one. Luckily, they've came out since with Soft Glam, and that one's pretty much on par with the Modern Renaissance, so I do think they redeem themselves, but I really wish this in particular had been better, and I kind of hope that they reformulate this one. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remaster palette. So I also recently did a video on this palette right here. I will also throw that up in the cards for you guys if you guys want to check it out. So of course, this is the inside, big old huge mirror. That's the inside. It's an $85+ or $65+ palette, depending on where you are. In Canada, it's 85 plus tax, really expensive. Looks very similar to the original palette. So of course, the main reason I think this should be way better quality is because this palette has already been released. It was already out. It was supposed to be gone for good. And the only reason Huda said she brought it back was because she said it was a remastered formula. I reviewed this. I like this. I grabbed for it a lot. I think the mattes are good. I don't think the metallics are great though, and that counts for the majority of them. If you want to see the full review, go ahead and watch that in the cards. I'm not going to go fully into it, but the metallics in this palette are just not good. And to be honest, I've seen a lot of reviews. I can't compare it to the first palette, but I have seen a lot of reviews saying that this is worse than the first palette, especially as far as the metallics. None of the metallics, barely. I think there's like 1 or 2 shades that you can pick up on a brush, but it's like selective brushes, and to be honest, the pigment payoff isn't that great. Not for an $85 palette. That's kind of my problem. I don't know what Huda was thinking, because she has the Desert Dust that got very good reviews. She has a lot of like the mini palettes that get very good reviews. So I'm not sure why this isn't up to par. I just don't get it. It's kind of frustrating because I purchased this thinking that it was going to be really good. I do like it, and I said that in my video, and I do grab for it because I like the mattes in here. The only way I like to use the shimmers, I have one on today, like the green kind of shade in the palette, the shimmer up here called Dubai. But the way that I made that work is I laid down a cream shadow, and then I put it on my finger. You have to pack it on your finger, and I pressed it into the cream shadow. The metallics work pretty good as long as you have a cream shadow base, but you should not need that for this palette. So I don't know what Huda was like playing at with this guy. I wish it was better, but this is the final one. I hope she doesn't try to release another one, because I don't think people would be happy, but I really think this should have been much better quality. All right, so the last thing I'm going to talk about I actually no longer have. I actually passed it on to someone else, and they enjoy it, so I mean, that's someone that's at least gets to enjoy it. But I purchased the Sunday Riley, the Influencer Foundation. I'll throw that up, like a picture up, if you guys want to see it. It is available on Sephora if you want to buy it, but you probably won't from what I'm saying. I did give it not a full review, but I kind of reviewed it quickly in one of my videos, and you know, that was such a hyped up foundation. Everyone wanted it because Sunday Riley is such a renowned skincare brand. They kept talking about how the brand, like the foundation was going to have skincare benefits. People always love that in foundations and will pay a high price for it. I don't know, and I feel like it made people want to go out and buy it. The description was long. It was almost like too much, like saying they had like way too many claims on that one. But I still wanted it because I was like, it's a Sunday Riley product. It's not terribly priced for a foundation, especially from Sunday Riley. And I just have myself so pumped, as well as many other people. So I did go out and purchase it. It was so disappointing, and I think the majority of the reviews are disappointing on it. Like I said, I did gift it to someone and they enjoy it, and it seems to work on their skin, so I'm not saying it doesn't work on anyone's skin, but the majority of reviews I did see weren't great, so it kind of made me feel like it wasn't just me. I found it broke apart really easily on my skin. It almost looked like super textured, and I have pretty normal skin, so I don't know, guys. I didn't like that one. I did mention it, like I said, in one of my videos, but it's one that I had high hopes for because it was so built up that you expected it, especially from Sunday Riley, to be a superb product, and it wasn't. So I was severely let down. I really think that should have been much better, and I actually hope that they do reformulate or try a different formula, because I would love to try something else, but I think next time I will wait for reviews on that one. So guys, that is actually going to do it for this video. Thank goodness, because my battery is running low. Hopefully, I don't think it was too long. I tried to go through those products really quickly. Let me know if you have any products that stand out to you that you think should have been kind of better quality, or just like better in general, especially like an overhyped product or a product that just gets talked about a lot here on YouTube. Let me know what you think of these products. If you liked one of the products, then let me know and kind of let me know why. If you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up. It really does help. And you can hit that red subscribe button down below if you want to become part of my YouTube family. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.